New Philadelphia deliciously whipped. A light and fluffy texture that's too good to resist. Available in 3 tempting flavors. Try deliciously whipped with orange.
This week at Super Value with great Christmas offers, like half price on smoked hamburgers, delicious smoked salmon half price, and buy 6 bottles of wine save €10.
Let's really put the sparkle into Christmas. Under unlimited superfast air fiber broadband. Enjoy 55 of Ireland's favorite TV channels and TV on go. And sign up now for your 40 smartphone with mobile calls, text, and 40 data. All wrapped up for just €30 a month for the first 12 months. So bring the Christmas sparkle into your home with unlimited superfast air fiber broadband. 55 of Ireland's favorite TV channels. A free 4G smartphone and unlimited home phone calls. All for just €30 a month for the first 12 months. Call Air on 1-800-500-300. Visit air.ie or go in store.
Big or small, turkey or goose. At Carphone Warehouse, we compare and you save in store or online. For him or her, with top-selling 4G bill-pay smartphones for free, so treat yourself or something special. For impartial advice across the network's phones and offers, it can only be Carphone Warehouse.
Dragon's Den is back. Are you an entrepreneur with a big idea? Then it's time to face the dragons.
I'm a work hard, I'm a dedicated. Can I take a moment to think about it?
I'd love to set that up.
If you have a design, a business idea, or product that is investor ready, apply online at rte.ie/Dragon's Den.
We've been here at Dunbrody House for the past 17 years. It was built in the 1830s, and I've always been struck by its French style of architecture. It turns out when the house was being built, its owner, Lady Templemore, was a regular visitor to France, and was really influenced by the country's architecture. So I'm keeping with the French influence for my next classic duck main course.
Yeah, what can I say about this dish? We've got a beautiful duck here, and I'm actually going to cook duck with flambéed cherries. So the first thing we need to do is we need to take our legs off our duck here. We're just going to cut down here, both sides, and just pull it back. And with your knife, you're just going to run the knife around one leg there. They're lovely sized duck legs. We're actually coming up with female duck. Now, what's perfect to do with those is actually you can't feed them and they're deliciously great. All you do is you get your duck legs into a pot, put some good fat in there, and a little bit of white wine. You cook them for about 2 hours until they're nice and tender. Put them in the fridge, let them cool down, and then take them out of the fat, scrape off the excess fat, put them in the oven at hot temperature for about 15 minutes to get lovely and crispy on the outside, and they're so soft on the inside. It's beautiful. It's a lovely, nice dish for you to do. So, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take off the breast. Just run your knife down along the bone. And there we go. One breast off. Of course, you can't buy these in the supermarket or the bone before you just get stuff. 2 nice breasts of duck. So you're doing this. What you know is there's quite a bit of fat on a duck breast, and that's okay because you need that to keep the breast nice and tender. What I do recommend is that you get your finger and you just run it along the edge of the breast like that, and you just kind of push back the fat cat. And then just get your knife and just trim it off like so. You'll see there that I'm actually taking a good bit of it off. There, perfect. So you're kind of leaving that sort of amount on the fat. Just get your knife down and you want to just score the fat. And that just helps render it down. There you go. Good bit of salt on the skin. And pepper. A little bit of oil in the pan. drop those down. My top pan. Okay, you want to put plenty of salt and pepper on this. The salt actually helps to render down all that skin as well. Add flavour to the duck. And the pepper just kind of gives you that bite that you're looking for. You see there, I'm going to turn this guy over. You just want to cook it a little bit more than that. You want it nice and golden brown. Now I'm going to finish these on the stove top. So if you want, you can turn them over, pop them into the oven for about 12 minutes. Take them out, and won't have smoke all over your kitchen. I just like watching my food cook, you know, so it's so beautiful to watch. Okay, they're turned up nicely there, so I think they're nearly there. What we're going to do now, we're just going to strain off any excess fat out of your pan. So the beauty of this is we're actually going to cook the sauce in the pan, and that's what's great about it. We're going to put in our cherries in there. We're going to drizzle over honey. And then we have some cornstarch. Okay, what you want to do is you want to just keep turning your duck breast in your sauce. You get this lovely glaze on your duck breast. You can see it shine off those duck breasts now. And it's really just taking on all the flavours there, the cherries and the honey and the cornstarch. This is an amazing dish. Serve it up with some gratin potatoes. What can I say? I've met up at Arnie's kitchen garden because it's time to harvest the first potato crop. Oh, here they are.
Yep.
So the flowers are nearly gone up.
Yeah, the flowers are gone off of these first. Look, they're going up, so they should be ready now.
You got spade and all here.
Okay, now
You want to do some work?
give it a lash there, Kevin.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. We covered down this bit of ground with seaweed for winter. Kept the weeds down, and seaweed is very good for potatoes. So.
What are these, Arnie?
They're British greens.
Oh, they're beautiful. They're gorgeous.
They're a lovely potato.
Best way to cook those? Salt, boiling water. They're straight open. They slide up to you when they're ready.
Yeah, and a bit of butter.
Loads of butter.
Loads of butter.
Loads of butter.
And sauce.
These are going to make a really tasty side dish for my duck main course.
Sauteed garlic potatoes. Now this is the recipe that you need to keep in your hip pocket because this goes with everything. First thing you need to do is get your potatoes and you're going to peel those down. So top and tail.
Leave your potatoes soaking and chop up some fresh garlic. Next, finely slice the potatoes. Add some goose fat to your pan and fry off the potatoes. Along with some coarse sweet salt. Add the chopped garlic along with fresh parsley and keep tossing. For some crispy, very tasty potatoes. My kids are very lucky to have the grounds here at the Road as their playground. It's a beautiful evening of thirsty work. Apple juice is a favourite at this time of the year. And it's exactly what I need for my alternative take on jelly and ice cream.
spiced apple jelly with a yogurt mousse on top. Now this is a big hit in the Dublin household. The first thing you need to do is you need to get some apple juice and pour that into your pot. And then you need some apple cider. And we have some five spice here, so just a half teaspoon of five spice, the cinnamon stick, and some cloves. We're actually going to bring that up to a boil, and once it boils, we're going to strain through our muslin cloth. The apple juice that we're using in this recipe is actually hand pressed. Which of course you can go out and buy your own apple juice, but just make sure that you get really good, sharp apple juice. Oh, when you taste that, it really tastes like an apple tart. So the combination of that with the yogurt mousse on top, I tell you, it's a masculine heaven. Beautiful. Okay, let's come to the boil there now. We're just going to pass it through the cheesecloth. The reason why we do that is we want to take out all the impurities out of the jelly. You can see it's coming through there now. Don't worry if it actually looks cloudy in the bowl there, that's exactly the way I want it to look because it's just those apples. Just let the juice go through the cheesecloth naturally. It might take a few minutes, but don't worry, it's fine. So we're just going to take that off now. Put it back in our pot. And bring it up to the boil again. And we're just going to sprinkle 1 teaspoon of agar. Agar is similar to the Johnson, except it's a vegetarian Johnson made from the seaweed. Into the jar. Okay, I'll just pour it into the jar. I'm using jam jars here because I think it's kind of fun. Cool, which of course you can use a glass, a wine glass, whichever. You want to fill these up. 3/4 of the way up the glass. Okay, we're going to pop those into our fridge. I'd say they take about 4 hours to set. Do the lid. We'll go back and make our mousse, our yogurt mousse. You need some plain yogurt into your bowl, some whipped cream. You just want to boil that together. Okay, then in your saucepan, just put a little bit of water. We're just going to put in a half teaspoon of agar into our water. And you just want to dissolve down the agar. Then we're just going to pour. Okay, that's perfect. We're just going to grab our piping bag. Fill up your piping bag with your mousse. And that actually can sit in your fridge and wait for your jelly to set up, and then you can just pipe that on top and serve up. That's perfect. A little bit of cinnamon adds the finishing touch. There you have it, spiced up the jelly with a yogurt mousse on top. Looks quite cool, don't they? We celebrated mackerel in this show, but that's only one of many fish that catch around the coast of Ireland. We get monkfish, pollock, cod, it's fantastic. We are so lucky. See you next time. Next time on Kevin Dundan's Modern Irish Food, I head to Foda House in Cork to rediscover Irish game. We also rediscover the great benefits of seaweed and fruit. And we make the most of summer's bounty with a gooseberry and elderflower food. My new book, Kevin Dundan's Modern Irish Food, packed full of easy-to-do, inspirational recipes. It is now available from all good bookshops and online.
And Kevin Dundan is just one of the chefs featured now on the RTE Players Festive Food Bites. Check it out for some great seasonal recipes. Next up here on 1, it's the taste of success.